actually mitigates, heals, does any miracles for you. But we know a lot of our friends and family around the world are actually utilizing this product and they're having tremendous results. So why would we keep this quiet? You know, we have to, it is our social responsibility to be sharing. So we're not going to say too much except for we have someone presenting this afternoon or this evening for us, and maybe you want to introduce.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we have actually a very special guest today. So he's actually a phenomenal leader in this whole team. And so it's a great thing. It's amazing when we pray for divine appointments and we meet awesome individuals like this. I got a chance to meet Brendan Duplessis actually at a BNI in South Africa. It was right after I had fired my job. You'll hear more about that later. But literally, I fired my job because of the income we were making from this business and extended our stay several weeks in South Africa. Went to BNI, and one of the first people I met was Brendan. He's actually been helping the whole team build this business in a huge way. He's got a huge international business, and so his background is basically he's done things with investments, he's done things with digital marketing, but he's now working with this on a full-time basis and helping people around the world. So again, I want to hand this off to one of our great friends, Mr. Brendan Duplessis. So take it away, Brendan.
Alrighty. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Greg and Mena. You guys are like the most super awesomest people. And it's thanks to you guys that I get to be partnered in this amazing opportunity. And obviously here to also share with everyone. And I think it really is an opportunity. So I would just want to start off by saying thank you to everyone for taking the time to obviously hop on, because, you know, time is very precious. And it's the one thing that everyone that doesn't have their health wishes that they had more of, but more quality time to spend with their loved ones. So the fact that we can even take a few minutes out of our day to come here and at least hear a little bit, I really hope that the message we want to deliver is going to be delivered. So I'm going to get straight into it. Just to reiterate, my name is Brendan Duplessis, and I'm super excited to share with you today about the X39 stem cell activation technology. Obviously, this is a product that is now launching, right? It's been the best kept secret for 20 years. But luckily now, people are starting to wake up and understand that stem cell therapy doesn't have to be invasive. So let's kick it off. All right. So again, we're going to speak to you today about a stem cell activation technology in a patch that's going to help you elevate, activate, and regenerate in your body. So to kick it off, we have David Schmitz. He's the CEO of LifeWave and inventor of X39. This gentleman right here is technically the Elon Musk in the health industry, okay? He has over 130 different patents. He's a scientist and inventor, and he's specializing in age reversing, all right? Now, that's quite amazing, specializing in age reversing. Many people don't really understand age. We'll get into that, but age means that, is a common term we use for the body deteriorating, but we clump things together. My back is sore, my hair is going gray, I don't have energy anymore, all of these things. And we just say it's because I'm getting older. But the reality is that your body is deteriorating. It doesn't matter what you want to call it. That is a massive problem. Your body is deteriorating. And this gentleman is specializing in trying to fix that problem. In 2008, he focused his attention on stem cell research, right? When we're talking about age reversing, the best place to look at is what in your body keeps your body from aging. And he found out that stem cells is where it begins. So the X39 patent took 10 years and $4.5 million to bring to market. And during his research, he was able to develop the X39. And this is, again, 10 years. People don't even spend 2 weeks on something. They don't commit to anything for 2 weeks. The gentleman spent 10 years and $4.5 million of his own money. So again, this is a patented technology, okay? I'm not sure if many people know what a patent is, but a patent is a legal binding document. You can't get a patent approved. Like we said, we took 10 years, $4.5 million, and we got the patent approved. You can't do that without legal processes taking place, without the right information being done, the right studies, clinical case studies. And, you have to prove anything you put in a patent has to be proven. And what I will tell you is, this is a little snippet out of the patent. And this says that as a result of elevating copper peptide in the body, this includes activation of stem cells, improvements in energy, elevation of antioxidants, reduction in inflammation, management of pain, improvements in stamina, elevation of collagen production, and improved wound healing, right? So the patch is going to use a mechanism that we call phototherapy. We'll explain a little bit more now. But it uses phototherapy. It just mirrors the lights of your body or your body's heat. We all emit heat, right? All we're doing is we're using this heat as a battery to power this technology. And that heat mirrors off the technology, elevates copper peptide, and this activates your stem cells. And quite interestingly, until the patch had actually come to get any type of peptide, you have to get injections for it. It's very invasive procedures. Many people still go for it, unfortunately. But peptides are things that you inject into your body. But luckily with the X39, you can naturally elevate it. So why now the X39 stem cell activation patch? Well, not many people know this, but the fewer stem cells you have, the faster you age and the slower you heal, right? We can all agree with this. I love asking the question is, do you operate the same as what you did when you were 20, right? Is your energy the same? Is your hair the same? Is your hair as thick? Is your eyes as good? Is your life, can you bounce back as quickly, right? If you injure yourself, if you have something go wrong, how quickly do you bounce back? Probably not the same as what you did when you were 20. What's the reason for that? Less stem cells. That's the answer. Less stem cells means you're aging faster and you're gonna heal a lot slower. So hundreds and millions of people are experiencing the symptoms of aging, and at age 30, you only have half of your stem cells active, and at 60, you lose almost all your stem cell activity. So that's quite something to note. Not many people, we all know we age, but now you know the reason. It's because your stem cells are going dormant, right? And please, can we just at least, I'm gonna say that again. Why are we aging? It's because our stem cells are going dormant. Until X39, there hasn't been a non-invasive, drug-free solution to tap into this really powerful mechanism. This is why it's such a great opportunity. How X39 works, right? It's a proprietary form of phototherapy, right? As I mentioned before, phototherapy, it's using your body's heat and lights to basically stimulate the skin and elevate copper peptide. Phototherapy is very common. We all know maybe red light therapy or infrared sauna, maybe those blue lights that they use to treat babies with jaundice. The sun is emitting lights and heat. That is a form of phototherapy. All we're saying is a natural thing that is taking place. And what David Schmidt has done is he's taken that natural process and he's put it into a patented nanocrystal antenna technology, right? So he's put it into a small technology that reflects your body's heat and that elevates copper peptide and gets your stem cells working. Even if you didn't understand anything I just said, the patch is drug-free, right? So there's no drugs, chemicals, or stimulants. It's non-invasive, and it's non-transdermal. So the patch is natural, and it activates stem cells. That's all you got to know. How does it work? It uses your body's heat. How it does it, it's very sophisticated. We don't have to understand it, but it's natural. That's what's important. No drugs, chemicals, or stimulants. It uses your body's heat to stimulate the skin and get the body to start healing naturally. So you don't need to really understand it. You just got to understand it's natural. And if it's natural and it's good for you, why won't you use it? The benefits of X39. So this is actually quite awesome. I can confidently say I've been on X39 now for over a year. It's actually just gone a year. And I've actually got almost all of these benefits that are here. Increased strength, right? I'm not gonna show my muscles. It's not appropriate right now. But I'll say that there is something under this shirt. Reduced inflammation. I was actually speaking to my mom about this. I used to suffer quite a lot with migraines, and it used to take me out. I wouldn't be able to do anything for at least 3 days, and it was very sucky, very sucky. And I haven't actually had a migraine since I started with the X39 patch. That's amazing. Increased stamina. I mean, that's a really good one to have, and I know I do have that one. Energy and vitality, right? Energy, sustained energy. People reach for coffee, reach for Red Bull, reach for energy drinks to get energy. But, if your body can produce natural energy, keeping you sustained through the day without needing a hit of something, it's a great solution. Completely drug-free, no chemicals, right? It keeps your energy going. Mental clarity. I mean, that is just an amazing thing. You don't understand how many problems you're not solving properly when you don't have mental clarity. There's so much brain fog you need to fight through to solve problems quickly. But when you have mental clarity, you can understand the problem you're looking at and you can actually fix it and move to the next level. So many people are stagnant in their life because they're not able to have the mental clarity to understand the problem that they have. I just want to say that again. So many people are stagnant in their life because they don't have the mental clarity to understand the problem that's keeping them there, right? You need to, mental clarity is just next level. Restored muscle and skeletal conditions, right? Having your whole body, right? Your whole body is just improvements in sleep. That's another testimony I can give. I used to have really bad insomnia. I used to, try to go to bed at maybe 9, 10 o'clock. I'd still be there lying awake, 2 a.m., 2:30. And then I wouldn't function the next day. Then you must get up at 6:30, and then you're trying to still function normally. It feels like you're hungover, but you didn't even have a party. It's not the way to live. And I'll tell you now on the patch, I have more energy on less sleep. And when I do sleep, I dream and I dream amazing things. And that's really, really cool. Improved skin appearance, right? Let me just say, I'm starting to look like Greg. I'm starting to get the patch glow, and it's super awesome. We all want to look better. You all,
Hey,
if you look better, you're going to be
Brandon,
able to
Brandon.
Brandon, oh yeah.
Just Brendan,
Hey,
you're
Brendan,
on mute,
sorry, we
Brendan.
muted you by accident. We're trying to mute everybody and muted you by accident.
Sorry, that's fine. Just want to say, if you look better, you're gonna have much more confidence when you leave the house. You're gonna be much more. I mean, imagine your whole body is regenerating, you're feeling better, and this last sentence sums up everything. The X39 is going to help you achieve optimal health. What is optimal health? Being in a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. Right, I was speaking to you, Lundy, earlier. We're talking about how quickly are you bouncing back from injuries, right? And how far are you going to go? So many people don't understand how bad their quality of life is. How many aches and pains, how many headaches, how many lack of energy days are you going to suffer through to realize that there is a better way, and it's without a drug, right? Achieve optimal health naturally. Wow. Okay, so this is a topography map. This is going to show inflammation in the body. So this is of a 77-year-old lady who plays X39 at the back of the neck. As you can see in session 1, there's no X39. Inflammation, she didn't wear X39, a lot of inflammation in the brain and a lack of brain coherence. A lot of red, not much blue. That's a lack of brain coherence. That brain fog we're talking about, that's what it looks like. 3 weeks on X39, no more inflammation, improved brain coherence. And here you can see 6 weeks on X39, a complete turnaround. Better brain coherence. I mean, oh my word, as Steve Merritt says, he hasn't showed this to anyone with common sense that hasn't wanted to try X39. If you're walking around with any ache and pain, anything that's stopping you from healing or being at the optimal state that you know your body can achieve, why aren't you going to try X39? It's the best solution. It's the best solution to every problem. Oh, your hair's going great. Have you tried reactivating your stem cells naturally? This is something that can help with so many things, and luckily it's not a drug. So just to reiterate a bit of the long-term results, okay? You can actually find out more at thisisinfo.com, but I'm actually going to show you a few pictures now, just showing what the progression of this looks like. But just to give you a bit of a heads up, in the first few days, you're going to reset about 4,000 genes. Within 6 weeks, your brain is going to rebalance. We just showed you that here. Look at that, 6 weeks, the brain is rebalanced. There's the proof for anyone that needs it. Within 3 months, your collagen is going to increase. I mean, just look at Mena. She just turned 30. And within 6 months, your heart reverses in age. Okay, now this has been proven. In a recent study we did with the hearts, 14 out of 15 people lowered their vascular age by an average of 8 years. How amazing is that? 14 out of 15 people lowered their vascular age by an average of 8 years. So if you have high blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, any issues, anything health related, Just at least commit 6 months using X39. At least your heart will reverse in age. And I promise you, let's just get your heart reversed in age and let's see what that does for your body. Because your heart, your heart is the pump that keeps your body working. And again, it's not anti-aging, it's not a cream, it's not a drug, it's not a chemical, it's age reversing. This is amazing with David Schmitz. How do you wear it? Anywhere on the body, right? You know, this is what it looks like, comes in a sleeve like this, okay, X39. You take it out, look how simple this is. It's like a TV show commercial. Look how simple it is. You take your patch, you peel it off, you take this backing off, and you stick it on anywhere on the body. That's how simple it is. How much harder do you need it to be? We don't ask you to do jumping jacks. We don't ask you to run anywhere. We don't ask you to do anything. You peel off and you stick. This is super amazing. You wait for 12 hours. You throw the patch off. So I typically wait from 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. I take the patch off and then I throw it away. You can wear more than one patch at a time. Look at me double patching here. Right now it's next level. Now I just got to remember to drink plenty of water. Oh my word. Let's go. So as I said, we're going to take you now through what does a journey look like for people when they start X39. The proof is in pictures, right? So I'm going to stop talking as much and I'm going to just show you some pictures. But as we said, in the first few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset. What does that look like? Well, this gentleman is actually Renita Brennan's father. He had a very severe skin condition, went to many different specialists to try and help him with his skin condition. No one helped him. No one could find a solution. But X39 came into play. Within 24 hours, it began to reset 4,000 genes in his body. And there you can see a massive improvement. Here's another skin condition, but I want to turn everyone's attention to the live blood analysis of a 65-year-old male. Okay, this is amazing, right? I'm not sure if anyone's done a live blood analysis before, but they prick your finger and they put your blood under a microscope. And this gentleman, a 65-year-old person, put his blood under a microscope, and this is what it looked like before putting on X39. Any professional that understands blood analysis will tell you that signs of clotting, heart attack, stroke, very unhealthy blood. But just look at 24 hours later. Oh my word. 24 hours later, and that's only wearing the patch for 12 hours. That's signs of oxygenated, free-flowing, healthy blood, right? You can even see it there. Imagine how much healthier this person's body is in just 12 hours. If you have, you can try something that's going to put your body in a healthier state in just 24 hours. Why don't you just try it? Okay, so here's day one, right? This is a gentleman with diabetes, struggling with blood flow. Now, I mean, we might all know someone that has diabetes, but it's a very sick, it's a sick condition. And it's so heart sore that people walk around with this condition. But luckily we have something that can do this. Look at this gentleman, day one. This gentleman just walked that journey. I like to ask people to walk this journey. Imagine this was you. This is your foot. You have lack of blood flow. This is your foot looking blue. The doctors tell you in a couple months, you're probably going to have to amputate. Maybe both your feet look like this. What then happens? They cut both your feet off. They put you in a wheelchair. Who's looking after you? Is it your kid? Is it your loved one? Is it someone you don't know? Do you have enough money to do that? How long do you stay like that? How long do you live? How are you going to earn an income if they amputate your feet? Maybe then your fingers go. That's how severe this condition can get. And look, in day 5, boom, blood flow back to the feet. We can charge like $1 million for something like this if this is the result it's going to materialize. And it's like 1,000 times cheaper than that. So Yolandi, I'll call on you now, but this is just one of Yolandi's testimonials. This is her with a bruise. In the beginning of the year, she had bumped her leg and she got a big bruise on her leg. Within 10 days, you can actually see where the patch was working. You can see within 10 days, the massive bruising that had gone down. This is also injuries after an accident. You can see massive improvements, inflammation in the ankles. 22 days later, that's amazing. And here, 3 days later, I mean, that's mobility improvements. I mean, it's someone of that age being able to go from only lifting your arm here to be able to have flexibility. Wow, we're talking about a quality of life upgrade. And why wouldn't you want it? Within 1 to 3 months, here is where things start getting very interesting. 97% of people see a result within the first 90 days. And that's when physical changes start occurring. Activating your stem cells leads to an increase in collagen in the skin, and which decreases wrinkles and increases hair growth. You're not going to feel anything. Do you feel your hair grow? Do you feel your eyes deteriorate? Do you feel your stomach digest food? You don't feel anything like this happen, right? But it happens. And that's the same thing with the patch. It's not going to electrocute you when you put it on. You're going to wear it. It's natural. It's going to stimulate the skin, and you're not going to feel it, but you're going to see the difference. How amazing is that? We are saying to you, within 3 months, you're going to see the difference, but you just got to wait long enough. 1 month for every decade you've been alive. 1 month here, what does that look like? Here's another one, 45 days, collagen increase. You can see your skin's looking great. Now we're going to start getting some interesting photos. This is a gentleman also with a bit of accidents within 2 months. Someone of his age, it's never expected to heal that fast. Look at this, 2 months later, hair growth. Any guy you see after this presentation, if you don't say that, hey, my man, I think there's something that can possibly help you, have a chat with Brendan, then, you're not doing anything to help the world actually, because look at the biggest difference that this can do for people. 2 months, what did we talk about? Your skin looks better and you have more confidence. Gentlemen don't leave the house because they're balding. I had a friend that was like that. He was so self-conscious that the fact he was young and he started having a bald spot, he stopped going out. That's too bad. Just over 2 months, this was a 2-year-old who had actually cut the fingertip of her finger off in a door. The doctors didn't actually want to reattach it, but the dad said, you are going to reattach because I got X39. They reattached it, and there you can see during that process, the fingertip died off. But boom, just after 2 months, the fingertip healed. Power of stem cell activation. Here, 3 to 6 months, okay, same thing. The skin just looks a lot better. And active stem cells starts taking place, right? The pluripotent stem cells turn into any cell your body needs for repair. Your stem cell now creating deep healing in your body, repairing damage caused by the aging process. Okay, this is quite amazing. We're repairing damage caused by aging. Here you can see the hair. And here, man, I'm not sure if you want to speak about this one or you want me to just go straight ahead.
Well, okay, so thank you, Brendan. Eleni, the picture with the hair loss, she has a condition, it's an autoimmune, and her hair had fallen out, and she tried absolutely everything. She's a good friend of ours for the last 5 years. When we met her, we did not know anything about X39, and then when we found out about the X39, I shared with her the website because that's all we really share with people. We're not going to try and explain anything to them. And she looked at the information and she said, "Oh my goodness," she said, "I am wearing hats and wigs in the middle of summer. It's so hot, it's unbearable, but I need to do that." She had tried steroids, she tried shampoos, potions, lotions, vitamins, every single thing, and nothing worked. And look at that, before and after, and only the X39, the only thing she changed. So
Absolutely amazing.
Wow. That's
she's
super
forever
awesome.
grateful. She's forever grateful.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's now the real impact, and that's why I think it's so awesome. Thank you so much, Mena. It's you really get to impact the people you care about. How often people you love and care about come and say to you that, "Oh, I have this ache and pain, I'm struggling with this issue, something like this is going on," and all you normally say to them, "I'm so sorry," or you actually just wish they stopped talking about it because you're tired of hearing how much pain they're in. Right? Now you have a solution. It's just up to us to share it. It's so simple. You saw how easy it is to put it on. It's almost like stupid simple. Okay, so day 1, day 30, and 5 months. Look at the difference. Again, just like how you can walk out there and see people with bald spots, you can walk out there and see people struggling with this issue. Okay, vertigo. This is another one. This is a condition that doesn't normally improve. Most therapies are very expensive to try and rectify this, but nothing really helps except for X39 after 3 months. Bell's palsy. This is another chronic condition that affects so many people in such a bad way. I mean, imagine the quality of life you live in like that. An eye patch, can't open your other eye, your mouth is a bit, no, man. 3 months on X39, complete turnaround. Okay, long-term results. So Within 6 to 12 months, reverse aging starts taking place. I already mentioned this. 14 out of 15 people lowered their vascular age by an average of 8 years after just 6 months. And here you can see all the different testimonials. But the one that I am so excited to actually have everyone listen to tonight is with Yolandi. She is I'm actually going to call her one of my best friends. Okay, she's been so supportive of me in my little patch journey. She's been on the patches also for a year. And, I must say, she was definitely very inspiring to me to keep going, to continue sharing the patch. And it's such a privilege to have Yolandi sharing with us tonight because she's just such a great person. And once you hear her story, the impact you're going to want to have with the X39 is going to skyrocket. So, Yolandi, please take it away.
Thank you so much, Brendan. So I'm Yolandi Duplessis. Good evening, everybody. That is the bold me in the corner there. Um, I I had a thought about this afternoon, and I was like, okay, yes, I can share all the things that's happened. But I think in order to understand the impact of what X39 has done for me is to understand the low that I came from. Um, I was diagnosed with scoliosis, which is just a curvature of your back, when I was 14. And then just shortly after that, I was diagnosed with PCOS as a high school girl. So then to get all of these lovely hormones raging through your body is not so nice. Um, 3 neck operations. Later, I ended up having fibromyalgia. Now, my husband and myself have been married for 27 years, and for the 25 of that, he really loves me apparently, because for 25 of those years, I was in constant pain. If anybody understands, just go and have a look and just Google that a little bit. Fibromyalgia is a chronic, severe nerve pain that you have all day, every day, and basically there is no cure. So I ended up receiving plasma therapy every month for 11 years, just to try and manage my pain a little bit better so that I don't take so much morphine. At the end of that, I was at about morphine 3 times a day at least. In 2023, I was diagnosed with triple negative stage 3 breast cancer. And yesterday was my 1 year anniversary for being healed. I am not in remission, I'm healed. And I've been on the patch since February last year, and every single benefit that was listed there, every single one of them, I experienced that. So I've gone in the first 10 days. After the first 10 days, I did do my testimony with Greg and Mena. I was able to leave my morphine completely. I haven't used morphine since February last year. My pain levels is at least 80% gone. And I'm not saying down or just away, it's gone. And I think my body's just going through a process where it just needs to find out whether it's tired or whether it's in pain, because it's just not used to this feeling this good most of the time. In December, I was able to swim in the ocean for the first time in 10 years. Usually I was not able to do that because I wasn't strong enough to face the waves and I wasn't going to drown. So I would just sit in the sand and basically just sunburn. At the moment, I am able to walk normally, sleep normally. I do not have pain in my hips that I need to wake up every 2 hours to drink pain medication. For the first time in 25 years, I did not have to get my chronic pain meds last month. So I've got 4 boxes full of medication. Everybody in South Africa knows Dis-Chem. That is like a pharmacy warehouse, and I've got a Dis-Chem cupboard, and I've got enough pain meds there for all of you. And I didn't have to use that. I also had my checkup with my oncologist 2 weeks ago, and I did not have to take myself off medication because I felt better or I thought this might be a good idea. He did it. He looked at my blood results and he was able to take me off and down my medication levels. So I don't have sleeping medication anymore. I'm not on cholesterol medication anymore. My thyroid medication is about half of what I used to take. I'm not on glucophage for diabetes anymore. All of those things have just improved. And he saw the blood work and he took it off. So it's not something that I decided on my own. It was something that happened. And with all those blood tests and all those scans, everything is good and clean and fresh. Tra-la-la. I'm so thankful for X39, for Greg at BNI, and for God giving me this second chance to just share this with everybody. And yes, I mean, really, I think it is our social responsibility to tell people about the fact that there is something out there beside 500 white tablets that you don't even know what chemicals are in there. Your doctor prescribes stuff to you and you don't even know what you're drinking. So everybody wants to know, is this going to work? Is this going to this? And really, there is absolutely nothing you can lose. Absolutely nothing. You've got everything to gain. So thank you very much. That is me, over and out.
Thank you so much, Yolandi. That is so amazing. And I mean, what a privilege to be able to even hear such an amazing journey from someone. And this is now over a year on the patch and just coming off medications and Harvey medications and feeling better. And, she also shared today, Yolandi, she shared to me that she went to a concert and, actually previously, if it was even prior to when she was diagnosed, they wouldn't have been able to manage to get up. They were in the mid-level of this massive concert hall. And she said that even prior to being diagnosed, it would have been a struggle to get to that height and climb all those stairs. Yet she still managed on the X39. She had the concert, finished late, and still went home without an issue. Praise God and thank you so much to X39. The next person I'm going to bring on, and it's also such an amazing testimonial, is from Sarah. So Sarah is actually new to Patching. So we're giving you guys a year in and we're giving you guys a week in. This is awesome, okay? So Sarah, please do go ahead and share with us what your experience has been like.
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah Furman. So I literally got my patches last week, Tuesday, and started using it the Wednesday, the very next day. And literally 3 days in, I'm going through menopause at the moment. And oh, I don't even want to get started. The hot flashes, the night sweats, and in the middle of you could be walking, could be sitting, doing absolutely nothing, and this heat that overtakes you is so frustrating. You don't even know what to do with yourself, but it's like your whole face, from your neck up, just lights up in heat. And 3 days in, on my third day, I did not experience any hot flush or night sweats. And it continued. And for me, it just became normal because I didn't even notice that it's at first. On the fourth day, I was like, yesterday I didn't get a night sweat. I never had a night flush at all during the day. So I went and I made a note. I wrote it down. And I've looked back and I go, oh, it's been so many days. So for me, it's been amazing because myself, I've tried evening primrose oil. They said I must try this, take this tablets, take this. And I got to a stage, I just don't want tablets anymore. I don't want anything that I don't trust, I don't know. And with X39, it's non-invasive. Nothing penetrates your skin. There's nothing to be fearful about. You just need to make sure you're drinking your water, you are keeping active, and I've become even more active. I've got more energy. I used to be winded when I used to go to gym. I stopped going to gym because I always felt like the failure in the gym. The one that just didn't seem to get it. I was always tired before I could finish anything. I go now, but I actually start gymming at home now, and I can finish my whole routine of 40 minutes, and I still have energy. Clean the house, doing washing, getting about, and I've still got energy. I sleep and I sleep throughout the night. I get up refreshed. And this has been a long time coming. It's been years since I've actually had proper sleep. And I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Wow, 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 wow. That was so amazing. Two powerful testimonies. Thank you so much, Sarah, for sharing. I mean, wow, how amazing is that? Being able, from feeling like a failure in the gym, I'm so sorry to hear, Sarah. Remember, the gym is for everyone. And as long as you show up, that's what matters. And the fact that now you can complete your work sets, that is super, super amazing. And and I've seen, I can't speak from experience, but I've seen women go through the hot flashes where just out of nowhere they just start sweating and they go red and they can't actually hear anything because they're going through the most. And to have that basically go away in 3 days, oh my word, I just laugh because people still don't take it serious. Anyway, so let's continue. So this is very important that everyone actually knows how this little setup has actually materialized. So as you can see, the beautiful couple here is Greg and Mena. And they were actually brought into this global business by Ken Burke. You can see this is everyone that's been on the patch for basically over 2 years. And you can see he's smiling because he's on the patch and because of the business. That's two cyber trucks that were bought cash. And this wrapping, just for our South African friends, cost about 350,000 Rand just to wrap the vehicle. So thanks, LifeWave. Anyway, here's Steve and Gina. These are the people that are actually helping us, duplicate this global business. Again, this is a launch opportunity Zoom. We're here to launch people into the business and get them started correctly. So we do have doctors on X39. You can take a screenshot of this, go search any of these doctors because you're going to find the information is going to help you make a decision. This is an opportunity for you to get the information. We don't want to be on a call with you for 6 hours trying to explain it. We're giving you the information so you can go and do your own research because you need to be happy with the amount of research you've done. Rather you go and find it than me tell you, because if you find it, you'll believe it. So there you can go search on Google, just search them and you'll find it. We even have athletes on patches. Okay, the story doesn't end there. This is a completely drug-free, non-invasive technology. We also have animals on the technology, right? You can see 10 days here, cataracts decreasing and going away. But now we have to just wrap up as fast as we can. So in the next 10 minutes, I promise you, I'm going to share from our hearts why this is something that we want to share with the people we love. So again, X39 is so sophisticated, yet so simple to explain. The testimonies of X39 are absolutely life-changing. Look at what happened to Sarah. Look what's happened for Yolandi. It is so emotional, really. Sometimes when you just hear some of the other stories that take place, it really, really is so emotional when you hear people that have literally gone from wishing they were dead to loving the fact that they're alive. That's amazing. To be able to be a part of that journey, that's what drives me every day. And it absolutely works. For more information, please go to thisitadinfo.com because that's where you can actually do all your research. Don't go search everything on Google because you're going to find things in bits and pieces. At least start here with thisitadinfo.com, okay? If you start here, you're going to find our patents. You can read through that. You're going to find testimonials. That's going to be testimonials. You can find plenty of testimonials. If you go to Thisitadinfo and you look at the top, you'll be able to actually see a testimonial page. And that's going to have so many testimonials, you will be even more blown away than what you saw tonight. Anyway, just do your research here and then go search wherever you need to. So what we're going to do now is I want to just reiterate with someone. Like we said, this is a 20-year best kept secrets, okay? And LifeWave is currently in what we call hyper momentum, right? Nobody knows that their stem cells are going dormant, and nobody knows about the X39, right? And like we said in the beginning, X39 gives your body the opportunity to reactivate its stem cells and put your body in a place where it can achieve optimal health. Okay. Now that is a next level thing that you get to offer people. Like we said, if Greg didn't share and Yolandi didn't find out, she would have maybe been in a worse position, right? Because sometimes people, it's not like as you get older, life gets better without X39. Most people, it's only a downward hill. LifeWave operates in over 75 countries, okay? It's not a Me Too product, right? It's not a supplement. We have no competition. We have no competition, but you have the opportunity to build a global business. We are launching X39. We are only starting now, okay? There's nothing that can compete against us because there's nothing like X39. It's a patented technology, right? No one can replicate it, not even China. And when we say we have the market share opportunity, every single person you see that's not on X39 is a potential customer because that person is aging. That person's heart health is declining. And if you know you have something that can help them, it's simple as saying, just speak to Brendan. Here's a website, right? That's the other thing. Here's a website. Do your own research and see for yourself. In 2021, we did $20 million. But in 2022, we went to 320. But just last year, we closed off with over $600 million in closed business. That is amazing. Over $600 in closed business. And this year, we're on track to hit over $1 billion. LifeWave is in hyper momentum. Would you want to, and this is the thing, when you have a technology like this, you have the opportunity to partner with, Greg and Mena, myself and Ken and Diana Burke, all of us that are here today, we are wanting to partner with the people that are serious and take this opportunity and use this momentum to our advantage, right? If you were the first person to find out about the iPhone and you were the only one selling iPhones in South Africa, you would make a lot of money, right? But at that point in time, no one knew about iPhone, right? So this is the point that we are. No one knows about this amazing technology. We are currently ranked the number one momentum company, right? Hyper momentum. The company is going to $1 billion with or without you, but we want to partner with people that want to take this serious and want to help people. My biggest goal in life is to have as big of an impact that I can possibly have. And with X39, we're giving people the opportunity to improve their health as well as their wealth because we want to partner with you, right? We want to partner with you. And if you want to learn and understand that you can be a part of a winning team that's in hyper momentum, and this is something that you need to look at. When you have a company that's hitting the number one growth company in the whole industry, and you have them doing that now 3 years in a row, I think it's going to be the 4th year now in a row. That's, and we're still just beginning. When we hit $1 billion, people are going to be crying from the sidelines because it's a missed opportunity if you're not paying attention. This is just to show you we take partnership with everyone very serious. Right? We are so invested in your success that we even have events where we actually do trainings. These are all the partners that we have with LifeWave. And we do exclusive training showing you exactly how people that have never been in this industry, that have never understood exactly how to follow a system or never had anyone invested in their own goals. That's another thing. How many people are invested in your goals? How many people are invested in your goals? Probably no one, it's just yourself. You're trying to struggle with your business, be the only person, supply the food, trying to look after everyone in the company. It's every business struggles with cash flow. And when you have successful people that can teach you how to implement a recurring cash flow business, why don't you want to listen? So what is most important in your life? Is it your family? Is it the freedom? I think that's the biggest thing that this opportunity has provided me is the freedom, right? Everybody is busy. Everyone is busy, right? And also Elon Musk is busy. I just have to say, also Elon Musk is busy and he has companies. He also has 24 hours in a day and he's a billionaire. So are you really too busy or are you just not prioritizing the right things properly? That's the difference, right? Everybody needs to prioritize things correctly in order for you to achieve the goals that you want, right? And that's what's important. How much freedom do you have? You might own your own company, but you're working in your business and not on it. So what's happening? Your business it feels like you're just making it through the day. Do you want to continue feeling like that, or do you want to change that story? How much more travel do you want to do? Are you traveling enough? Do you want to travel more? How long do you want to stay in the situation you're currently in? Right? And better health. That's another thing. Use X39. But at least if you are partnering with people that can help you achieve all of these things, one of the biggest goals of our team is to help everyone on the team have no debts. Debts is the killer that takes people out of the game of making generational wealth. If you have debts, it keeps a rope around your neck. You can never move forward in life. With an opportunity that generates cash flow, you can erase that debt. So now when we're talking about this is now where it starts getting we said a global business, right? Let me just say, a global business means that you can partner with people throughout the world. And while you're sleeping, people are going to be out there generating revenue for your business. Okay. So how it works is that with our team, right, it's as easy as knowing 4 people to go manager. That's the first step, right? You got to partner with 4 people that you know that you can invest your time to be successful with and help them achieve their dreams, right? And by the same token, you're going to have people investing in you to achieve your dreams. And that is the system we want to replicate, is helping people achieve their dreams. And it all starts with having a left team and a right team. And all that means is having a team that you focus on. You can have a friend team and a family team, a South African team or a global team, whatever it is you want to do. What's important is that this is what creates a global company, because you can have someone that you enroll today, but because you're part of Brendan's organization, I'm also going to continue working to partner with people, and I place them on the same team as you. What then happens? That person has an auntie there in New Zealand. That auntie there is now tired and wants to start generating some extra income. That auntie now has 60,000 people she wants to talk to. But you're going to benefit from that because you're on the same team as them. And that's why this is an opportunity, because you have so many people working towards the same goal of sharing X39. And when you have so many people that you're partnering with and that are working that you don't even know, you're not going to know everyone that I partner with. But because you're on our winning team, you're going to benefit from that. That is amazing. Now we also have a matching bonus. I'm really trying to get this done. So what I will say about this is that this is extra money on the table, right? So I didn't mention here, but it says that you can earn up to $25,000 a week from this. So this is how much volume that flows through you, right? $25,000 a week for the year is $1.3 million. Okay, and that's passive income, recurring income, right? Now, what that means is that you, in this matching bonus levels, you're going to have the opportunity where people like me and Greg are going to invest in helping the people that you are bringing in, the people that they are also assisting, right? That's why the system works, is that you have all these successful people coming together to help you be successful. And remember, what do they say? You are the person that you surround yourself. You are the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. And who are those 5 people? Is it 5 lame people that don't actually want to improve in their life? Or is it 5 successful people? At least get at least one successful person in that circle, right? And that is going to just exponentially increase how successful you are. Because if you learn and are willing to learn and can implement something that's very simple, sticking on a patch and telling people to stick on a patch, you can make dollars in South Africa. So what we're going to do is, after this, we're going to send you the order form, right? And all you got to do is you got to pick one of the 3 packages, right? Package 1 is core. That's where you're going to get 3 sleeves. Package 2 is advanced. That's where you're going to get 6 sleeves. And then this is the package I want to speak about tonight, is the premium package. This is for the serious person. This is for the person that wants to have the biggest impact. If you saw what X39 can do tonight, I'm sure you should have a fire under your bum right now, understanding that this is something that people need to put on. This is something that you need to have enough of to give out, to help people put it on immediately, right? That's what the premium package can do for you. And that's $1,750, right? I just want to take a moment. What we're offering you here is an opportunity to have a franchise type model with Lifeway, where you have the rights to partner with us and share X39, right? If you had to partner with KFC and start your own KFC franchise, I think it's like 5 million rand, if I'm not mistaken, to start something like that. And then you have someone that you still have to report to. Then you're going to take 2 years to get the right training. And then you still have to pay rent. And then you still have to buy everything from the same people. And you still have employees. The thing goes on and on. We said a global business. A global business isn't run from a corner with foot traffic. A global business is run by connecting people through the internet. Do you have a phone? Do you have a laptop? Do you have the will to succeed? Then this opportunity is for you. And it's only going to cost you $200 a month. $200 a month is your overhead for this business. And once you sign up on the premium package, you actually have 2 months where we're going to partner with you, right? You have 3 months from the time that you start, and then you're going to be able to, after that point, have 2 sleeves ordered directly to you. It's going to help you remain active and max out the comp plan. That's really what you want. But our whole goal is when you come in on the premium, we're going to help you in those 3 months to establish yourself so that when you have to pay that $200, it's not an expense, but an investment. And the really cool thing, let's say that's a bit much for you right now. We can say this, the advanced package, that's $535. If that's what you can afford, that's at least enough for you to try the product, maybe have 1 or 2 to share. But it's really amazing. Like no other company does this. You have the opportunity to upgrade. So maybe this looks a bit too much for you right now, but we still want to give you the opportunity to share this with other people. So you can come in and on advanced and you can upgrade to premium. And that's really amazing. So we'll send you this order form out. You can fill it, just pick the package you want, and we'll get you started. If you want to do more research on the product, please go to thisitinfo.com. But if you are wanting to set yourself up to succeed, maybe you want to get some money together. In the meantime, please go to thisitteam.com. You can download this presentation I just showed you, and you can find all the success resources to help you build your business. At the end of the day, we are being led by people that are making 30,000 Rand a day, and we're being led by people that are earning 1.5 million Rand a week. Okay? That's $50,000 a week, $60,000 a week. We even have people earning over $100,000 a week. So do you want to listen to Mrs. Piet Pompies, who's only earning $1,000 a month? Or do you want to actually learn from people that are making it happen, making an impact, and trying to make sure that X39 is on every single person you come across? And that's how serious it needs to be. Because if you don't put an X39 on them, you really, I take that responsibility. I say, if I don't get X39 on this person, I'm playing a part in them aging more disgracefully. I don't know how to put that nicely, but if you don't get an X39 on them, you know for a fact that their stem cells are going to go dormant and that's going to have a negative impact on them. So the time is really now to make your move, right? If you are really serious about your dream and you really want to, if you are serious about your life and you want to partner with serious people that are going to help you make it happen, please get started with X39 because this is the team that's going to help you achieve your dreams. And I just want to end off with saying that next level, this is the event that if you have anything that you need to do in this year, this is the event that you need to book out on your calendar and make sure that you don't miss. I've actually recently secured my room for 2. I'm going to be taking my girlfriend with me, and it's going to be an awesome time. This is the thing. All the leaders that are in this company have gone to one of these events. They haven't hit the highest rank without going to one of these events. And once you're around successful people like that, now I'm talking about 5 successful people. Now you get into a room where there's hundreds and maybe even thousands of successful people. I promise you're not going to sleep for at least 2 months. So please, Greg and Mena, thank you so much for the opportunity to share. You guys are, again, the super awesomest people. And I really hope that this presentation tonight is going to help many people understand that this is not something that we must do. It's something that we get to do because we get to have such a positive impact on people. And we get to decide that we can help those people. So please make the decision and help yourself to go help others. Thanks so much.
Awesome.
Great
Wow.
job.
It's
Great
amazing.
job.
I said, I think I talk faster than I hear Brendan talking. I'm like, oh my goodness. But the testimonials, if that didn't make your head spin, all the different things that we've seen, and this is just a fraction of the stuff that we've seen. But the one thing we always tell people is, again, we're developing business all over the world, and we're trying to help as many people as we can. We can't stop talking to people. Brendan, thank you for sharing today. That was absolutely fantastic. And I usually say we call it a 3-2-1 launch, meaning that usually there's three conclusions that people come to after seeing a presentation like this. Someone who says, hey, can I just get some more information? You'd be considered a 3. And then someone says, hey, get back together with the person who obviously invited you to the meeting today and say, can I get some more information? Just tell them they're a 3. If someone says, hey, I like this idea, can I get that product at the wholesale price? I may or may not be interested in a business right now, but I'd be very interested in just using the product for myself, my family, or friends. Well, then you'd be considered number 2. And then a number 1 would say, yeah, I want it all. I want to help as many people as I can. And I'd like to get registered from a business standpoint. How do I do that? And we'll help you get launched. So that's really what it is. So the most important part about this is get back together with the person who obviously recommended this to you or brought you onto the meeting today. You saw a tremendous presentation. I mean, it's undeniable all the lives that have been changed. And like I said, this is a fraction of what's out there. I don't know if there's anything else you want to kind of wrap up with.
So I just wanted to say, thank you for all of you for being on this evening, this afternoon, or in your early morning, wherever you're at. But wanted to say, this is why this is such an amazing business. It's so duplicatable. Like Brendan is sitting in South Africa. He's 20 something and he's able to share this opportunity. And we're here in the United States and we're able to share this opportunity, but we're using exactly the same system.
Yeah.
We're sharing the same information, and every one of you can present this to your friends and family. It is duplicatable, scalable, and it's a system that is creating success. So the other thing I want to say, the testimonials,
Yes.
Thank you for sharing,
For Sarah, Yolandi.
Sarah,
Oh my
and
goodness.
for Yolandi. And Yolandi, that list of amazing things just keeps growing.
Yeah.
Ever since we met you, just every time we hear your testimony, there's something more. And that just goes to show that the longer we wear this, the more we realize how we are benefiting from it. So great presentation. Thank you, everyone. Those of you who are brand new on here for the first time, whoever invited you, please get back with the person. Let them know, are
Say
you a
thank you.
3, 2, or 1?
Yep.
And don't miss out. This is the time, and this is it.
This is it. So God bless you guys. Thank you so much again, Brendan. Fantastic. And then we got our next level meeting for those who've been invited to that. So we're going to have
Join us on next level. It's starting in
4 minutes.
1 minute.
God
Have
bless
a
you
good
guys.
afternoon.
Once again,
Good
great
night.
job. We'll talk to you real soon.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Sarah.
Bye, Sarah.
Good to see you.
Bye.
Take care. Thanks. Bye-bye.